Different shapes and flavors, sometimes mashed or in salads, but around here, famously in Sunday dinner. But some say something's off with the yellow vegetable.
Yes, I love turnip.
Carolyn Shea isn't the only one.
Normally they won't even ask a question, they'll just say turnip.
Produce manager Adam Cordolis says when they don't have turnip, people aren't happy.
If we run out, we'll hear about that every 2 minutes from our customers.
But before we get into the root of the story, there's something we have to clear up.
I think any Newfoundlander who sits down to Jig's dinner, he's expecting what he calls turnips, but they're really rutabagas.
Turnips and rutabagas are different species. They are similar, but one's more sweet, the other more like a cabbage. And this vegetable naming is the first piece of the puzzle as to why the root vegetable is getting a lot of attention lately for not tasting the same. Newfoundland turnip is actually rutabaga, with its signature purple skin and yellow flesh. And when shops like Coleman's run out of the Newfoundland vegetable, customers let them know.
It does taste different. People do let us know.
The turnip in the supermarkets is not fit.
Known as Mr. Cabbage, this Northern Peninsula-based vegetable farmer says he knows why it's harder to find the locally grown rutabaga or Newfoundland turnip on local grocery shelves.
Before 2023, we were getting turnips like this.
But out here in the dirt, something's changed.
We're getting a lot of garbage. Like we got to cut it away. We got to cut big pieces out of it. There's holes in it. There's insect holes. It's terrible to look at.
It probably could contribute to climate change.
On the opposite side of the island, horticulturist Michael Murray is also witnessing an insect and disease attack on rutabagas that's worsening.
For example, last year, very hot, very dry, not much water. In that heat, those insect problems, for example, root maggot, has traditionally 2 or 3 generations. I think this past year we had maybe 4 generations of root maggot.
The vegetables prefer a cool climate, but the iconic Newfoundland turnip is under pressure. As things heat up, predatory insects and disease multiply.
We ran our well dry for the first time in 20 years. This past 2 or 3 years, like we can't keep up with the water.
Which brings us back to here, or at the Sunday dinner table. It's harder to get Newfoundland sweet rutabaga because it's harder to grow. On top of that, grocery stores like Coleman's, who prioritize locally grown, can only do that from September to March because they run out. Storage of the Newfoundland turnip that is successfully grown here is difficult.
Once the local season is over, we have to source outside the island.
There's hope for the Sunday dinner vegetable yet, and Murray says it's about adaptation.
Basically, changing the way you grow things, putting them in shelters that block off the insects from getting in, and then you have a much better environment, a more controlled environment.
There are growers here making it work, and shops are selling those Newfoundland-grown rutabaga when they can. Different techniques like greenhouses can help protect the iconic vegetable. After all, most people here eat it once a week. Leila Beaudoin, CBC News, St. John's.